So, Alexander Usyk defeats Joshua by unanimous decision over 12 for the unified heavyweight titles. Um, so Usyk is now the WBA, IBF, WBO champion. And there was a clinic, really. I thought the scorecards were a lot closer than they needed to be. I mean, when Howard Foster 115, 113, not great. I had a 117, 111, and that could have been easily 118, 110, to be honest. Too sick. Um, not going to talk much about the undercard. The undercard was quite disappointing. I do want to say that I hope Castillo is okay. Um, he has been released from hospital, but you don't like to see those type of knockouts. He's convulsing on the canvas and what have you. So yeah, all regards go to him. Um, and that's a statement from Callum Smith. A call he just defended against a run-of-the-mill mandatory. Um, I'll never forget Okoli versus Matty Askin, and I never will forget him. I streamed that. I felt robbed, and I didn't pay for Joshua Povetkin. But Prazovic was the one initiating the clinches, and it was awful to watch. But the main event, um, in my eyes, it could be fight of the year. In many people's eyes, it won't be. But from a boxing purist's point of view, I think it was one of the fights of the year. Alexander Usyk came out with a head movement, with a foot feints, dictating the action with a speed, the movement of foot, and always spinning around Joshua's lead leg, which is his left leg. And my prediction was Usyk points, and I'll put a screenshot up of my prediction at the end of the video. I just thought coming into this fight that my initial prediction was I didn't think AJ was going to be this cautious, right? Because in every fight, at least this is the only fight in his career so far. And you have got to give credit for Usyk for not letting him do it, and it's more so the skill of Usyk rather than Joshua. I think the skill of Usyk made Joshua hesitant, and this is the only fight in Joshua's career where he hasn't gone for the kill, or just tried to put the pressure on, like he's done that in every fight. So like Klitschko round 5, he put it on him, even though up to then it was quite close. Um, you go Pulev round 3. So so it was weird to see him not actually put it on him. I think the only fight, mind you, the Parker fight, he didn't really put it on him, to be fair, but different type of opponent really, but like. Yeah, so I initially thought I was like Joshua takes too many rounds off, and I thought, oh, when Joshua puts it on someone like a Pulev fight was a good example. He came in similar weight, so his conditioning is similar. Um, I he dominated round 3 through like 60, 70 punches, and then literally 4-7, 4-8, he was taken off, you know, and I thought, oh, if he does take rounds off, Usyk's gonna pick those rounds up. And the worst thing Anthony Joshua did was let him get a rhythm from the outside. Usyk is a rhythm fighter. You let him get into a rhythm, he's gonna carry on. So the same thing the whole fight. Head movement from Usyk, always leaning to the outside. He did come to the inside sometimes. All I mean is not the outside and inside is in range. Not inside as inside Joshua's the reach of Joshua. What I mean by that is he's leaning to the outside, so he's always leaning to the right of Joshua's jab, and that enables the left hand to come on. Then the southpaw will, if you got the skills of Usyk, it's easier said than done. Because trust me, I can't do this stuff, but he will spin around with his feet, and he'll pivot around. And he done that from the outset, leaning to the outside, getting his left hands off. He landed a nice couple of left hands early, and he got into a pattern, and that's the worst thing you can do with Usyk. Joshua came on better in round 5. Um, he edged that round for me. The 6th round, he caught Usyk with a right hand, and that caught Usyk's attention. I'm not going to say it buzzed him, but the look in his eyes widened, and then Usyk kind of switched his strategy up and proceeded to dominate the second half of the fight. Certainly, 9 through 12. I thought 9 through 12 had there's no doubt in 9 through 12. I think Joshua landed more punches in round 9 by copybox, but we know copybox not it's not accurate. And just because in the amateurs, yes, if somebody lands more punches, they're gonna give a decision. But in boxing, professional boxing, you have it's not just on how many punches you land; it's your offense, your defense, your ring generalship. And it was for ring generalship that Usyk was really getting on top of him. I mean, his footwork is amazing. Like sometimes I'd be looking at the bottom of my TV because I'd miss a punch he lands just due to his footwork. I was just watching his feet rather than who's punching who. And but he let him get into a rhythm, and for some reason, easier said than done by me. But I felt like Joshua had to impose his size on him. He had to fight dirty, and like in football, right? If you got someone in football fancy doing step overs, more skilled, fast feet, like so they're skillful, they can dribble. You gotta take him out. That's the only way you're gonna do anything. You gotta take him out, rough him up, give him a barge shoulder and that. Um, in some sports, if someone's more skilled, you can't do anything about it. Like I think rugby is one of the sports where, like, from my experience, if a team's more skilled 9 times out of 10, you can't do nothing about it. Like rugby's a contact sport anyway, so same as football. These all contact sports, with some contact sports like boxing for definite. Just I tell you what, an example from my personal experience is when I fought Ben. Right, Ben was clearly the better boxer on the night. Technical ability had over me and everything. But I came into that fight really fit, so I was able to not let him get into a rhythm. And I was in my rhythm. I'd be fainting, I'd be bum rushing, coming forward the combinations. Putting him on the ropes with hard shots, and sometimes punching him in the back of the head, which we laugh about today. But the point is, someone more skilled go be rough for him. And the same could be said for when I fought Harley. I was clearly the better boxer, but he was rushing me and landing shots at me. So like, if somebody's a better boxer, you gotta be dirty with them. Got to be dirty with them. And that's what I felt Joshua needed to do. He needed to just throw a couple of low blows, throw punches on the ref's blind side, And he just never seemed to be aggressive. But like, that's down to Usyk's footwork. And then Usyk later on in the fight turned it on, and it was kind of like Usyk and Bellew in a sense of like when he turned it on, Joshua just knackered. The 11 for 12, he was knackered. And and I give credit to Joshua in the fact that he actually showed some conditioning in this fight, which I know a lot of people are gonna laugh at me and thinking, well, he didn't need tired out, but like Joshua was actually quite, even though he was cautious, he was quite active with a jab, and most of his shots were missing, yeah, but he was quite active with a lead hand, and for him, he threw a lot more shots than he usually does. So I give props to him on his conditioning. I also give props to him because and you I can give props to him in the fact that with the game plan he had, and then this is also negative. The game plan he had, I think he executed is that was one of the better boxing displays I've seen from Joshua. But the negative is he didn't switch his game plan, and I felt like that was the wrong game plan. And by the way, Rob McCracken, brilliant trainer, trains the Olympic GB setup and everything. But I felt like he's got his best out of Joshua, and Joshua hasn't improved, really speaking. The only thing we've seen him improve is by the fact he's dropped his weight, and the Ruiz victory enabled him to see that. But this victory, I feel like, is worse than the Ruiz loss because Usyk is better than Ruiz, and he just got completely outclassed with Ruiz. He made a mistake. He got caught. His equilibrium was gone. You can say overlooked him, but I'm not going to use that. He just got caught with a left hook. You could see he was concussed, and he wasn't with it. And you pay the price, if you get hit by a 265-pound man. So yeah, Usyk just completely outclasses him. Guess for unanimous decision. Um, it looks like the rematch may happen. I don't know whether he should take the rematch because I feel like Roy Jones done an excellent interview recently uploaded at the time of making this video, and he said Joshua needs to make more mental adjustments and boxing adjustments. I completely agree. He needs to find he needs to get the mentality back pre Ruiz, and what I'm saying that is since Ruiz one way he got knocked out, stopped. He's done safety first since then, so he boxed safety first at Ruiz too. He's boxed safety first at the Pulev fight. So he needs to get that mentality back into him and let his shots go. But I think in the back of his mind, he knows he's not fit enough to do that. So it's complex. It's mentally. It's a complex thing mentally because there's a lot of aspects. But I feel like in being a bigger man, he's just got to put his strength in him, fight dirty. Because Usyk doesn't like dirty fighting. He looks at the ref sometimes. He done it last night when Joshua threw on a bet line. So I feel like he's got to fight dirty to have a chance. But I think Usyk has proved himself to be in the top. Some people are going to put him number one based on this victory. I'm not sure myself. I feel like he's either number one or number two. But but the thing is, and it's all perception. Like the rankings, the consensus rankings before this was that okay, so everyone's lost one bar from Tyson Fury, and that's where they kind of got the rankings from. But with Usyk, he's beat the unified champion. His body of work is fantastic. So I don't know whether I'll put him number one, but I can't decide who's number one. But the thing is, Usyk and Fury, the trouble we have now is that that's going to be boring to the casual observer. And this is another thing Roy Jones Jr. said. If you're a casual observer to boxing, if you're just a boxing fan, like me now, I watch it day in day out. So I appreciate. Like a lot of people would call last night's fight boring. I thought it was excellent. I was engrossed for a full 12 rounds and I went past quick. But Usyk and Fury, I feel like that could be a really boring fight, to be honest, with to the casual observer. So yeah, but yeah, Usyk clearly beats Anthony Joshua. Scales the footwork, fantastic victory, and let's see if he wins a rematch. Or let's see if Joshua takes a rematch, because there's no like public announcement. Or I haven't seen a public announcement where he's like, oh, he's activated his rematch clause. And by the way, I don't like these contracts where the mandatory got to sign up to a rematch clause. I think that's total BS myself. And Usyk, in my opinion, Usyk shouldn't have to rematch him. He should beat him, move on. Do you know what I mean? But we'll see anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching this, guys. Comment your thoughts down below and see you soon. Peace.